Supervising the Special Victims Unit, one of our core responsibilities is also trying to take down predators that are actually luring our children online. What we have found is that these predators will actually spend weeks, months, even years trying to lure their victims, and they use multiple different tactics, such as lying about their age, promising adventure. And as time goes on and the child gets used to the relationship, the predator will actually start to admit that they are older than they originally said they were. And by this time, the child has an emotional attachment to this other person, and oftentimes they will continue that relationship, and the results are sometimes frightening. I'll give you an example. There was a child that went to a local high school where I work. She began a relationship of who she thought was another 15-year-old boy online. They shared a lot of the same interests, supposedly, and the relationship actually flourished online for over 2 months, to where this predator then started saying he was actually older than 15, instead said he was 23. Now, this predator was actually about 38 years old, but he's feeding her information in segments, trying to lure her and make her comfortable, which is a tactic that they use as well. It came to the point where she stopped talking to him after finding out that he was in his 20s, and she missed the relationship. She missed the attention she was getting online, so eventually she reached back out to him and she became okay with their relationship. And it was purely online, so she thought, okay, well, maybe this is safe. After about a year of this going on, the predator actually said, hey, it's time we meet. I want to take you out to lunch. You're my girlfriend. We talk about this all the time. I think it's time for us to meet in person. She was very uneasy about it, but she agreed to meet him in person. He said he was going to pick her up at her school at lunchtime, and she thought about it the whole day. Lunch bell rings. She starts walking down the hallway nervous, but she was committed to going to meet with her internet boyfriend. By chance, there's a school resource officer standing in the hallway. As she's passing him, she breaks down crying, goes up to the school resource officer and admits that she's about to make a big mistake and meet an adult who she's been conversing with online. The school resource officer goes out to the parking lot, and sure enough, this adult who is there in his car waiting to pick her up. He has pictures of her, exploitive pictures of her that she had sent him, a whole stack of information about her, where she lives, what school she goes to, about their family's background. And these predators, they don't meet our children with a bouquet of flowers. They often have bags that contain duct tape, handcuffs, other instruments that are questionable. And if it wasn't for that school resource officer standing in the hallway and being able to intervene, she probably would have met him, and I don't think she would have been returning to school that day. As a result, he was booked for child luring and is still in jail today. That is an exception. Many of our kids don't find that school resource officer in the hallway or meet some other way thinking that it's safe, and they're kidnapped, exploited, brought across state lines, and horrible things can happen.